Hi everyone. So in this video we want to see another example on how to transform a general parabola equation into the standard form and then be able to find the vertex, the c and any other thing that is required. Of course, if this is your first time of seeing our videos, kindly subscribe to our YouTube channel and give a thumbs up to this video. Okay, so the very quick and easy approach to do this is what we are given: x equal to minus y squared plus 5y minus 5. So the first thing is to note where the variable that is the quadratic, and in this case it is y, because y carries the square. And that is to say that you're going to perform the completing square on your y, because you need to do a completing square such that your y, all the variables will come under a bracket and then you have a square. Okay, so how do you do that? The first thing is, or the second thing, to make sure that that variable stays alone. So all the terms in y will be, allowed to stay alone, and then that means the constant should go to the other side. So we will have x plus 5 is equal to minus, y squared plus 5y. Okay, so and after this, remember, this is just the normal completing square method of quadratic equations. So what should we do here next is to make sure that the coefficient of y squared is 1, and to do that you divide through by the coefficient. So if I divide through by minus 1, which is the coefficient, I am going to get, you are dividing everything by minus 1, so x will become minus, 5 will become negative, so y now will be y squared, and then this will become negative 5y. So and then at this point we'll try to do the completing square. So what should we do now? We will add to both sides the square of the half of the coefficient of this y, because we are completing the square on y, and the coefficient of y there is negative 5, so you divide it by 2, and that's what you will be adding to both sides of the equation. So this is going to give me minus x minus 5, and then I am adding to this minus 5 all over 2 all squared, and this is equal to, then on the right hand side I'm going to have y squared minus 5y, and then that is plus minus 5 all over 2 all squared. Okay, so recall that we can then simplify the left hand side, and that's going to give us minus x minus 5. If you open that bracket, you are going to have 25, that's the square of minus 5 all over 4, as being equal to, on the right hand side now you will now complete the squares by gathering all the squares. So we have y squared and the square of this, which is going to give us y minus 5 all over 2, then all squared. So all I did is just gather the squares. I have y is under square, I have minus 5 over 2 under square, so I'm gathering the 2 in a bracket, and then I'm taking the square. And I will always say that if you open up this bracket again, that's taking the square of what we have there, you will get back the original expression above, including that minus 5y. But while gathering the squares, you will ignore this. Okay, so at this point, what do I do? So if we take LCM of these two fractions, that's 4. I will have minus 20 here, then plus 25. Remember, your minus x is here, and that's going to give us, let me bring it up here. So we're going to have minus x, and then minus 20 plus 5 is plus 5 all, sorry, minus 20 plus 25 is plus 5 all over 4, and that is equal to y minus 5 over 2 all squared. Okay, so from here we will see then that if we factorize x here, we are going to have minus x into x, sorry, minus 5 over 4, because your x has to be positive, And so this is going to give us our y minus 5 over 2 all squared. So if I now divide both sides by minus 1, I would then have, and you have gotten the standard form of this particular parabola that was given to us. And from here quickly, our vertex, which is your h comma k. Your h is whatever is standing with the x. If it is negative, just choose it. If it is positive, then you multiply it by minus. And so we are going to have that our h is 5 over 4, comma. The same thing applies to our k. If it is negative, just take the value there. If it is positive, multiply by minus 1. And so this is 5 all over 2, and that is the vertex of this particular question. And so what about the c? So you recall that to get the c, you will always pick your a. The formula a is equal to 1 all over 4c, and so which I will always rewrite as 4ac is equal to 1. If you cross multiply, sorry, what you have here is c, not a. Okay, so from here now, if you now put all the values, what is our a? Our a is simply the coefficient of y, and in this case is minus 1. So we're going to have 4c is equal to 1. Therefore our c alone is minus 1 all over 4 if we divide both sides by minus 4. Okay, so and that is the solution to this particular problem. So in other words, there are just simple steps here, and the basic thing we are trying to do is just to complete the square of whichever variable is carrying the square. If the quadratic is on y, you complete the squares on y. If the quadratic is in x, you complete the squares on x, and that gives you your required standard form, and then from there you can get the vertex and your c. All right, this is where we end it for this video. Kindly subscribe to my YouTube channel. I will see you in the next video. Bye.